Katie, Frank, the big unknown this morning, whether or not Judge Mary Lisi would accept the 3-year plea deal Gordon Fox cut with prosecutors. Well, she did, and when sentencing the former speaker, asked, who is the real Gordon Fox? A cold, calculated criminal who accepted a bribe, or the intelligent, hardworking man who did so much good for so many?
No excuse for this, for my behavior. I'm very, very sorry.
Apologetic and humbled, Gordon Fox stood before a federal judge this morning in Providence and said he clearly broke the law, hurting his family, his friends, and the people of Rhode Island who elected him.
Coming up from a poor family, I mean, there were expectations and people put a lot of faith in me. I think it was Representative Jello talked about a handsome example of the possibility of making it, and I terribly destroyed that. And that is bothersome to me to no end because of my actions.
Inside, Fox was emotional. The once powerful Speaker of the House often choked up. He explained just how easy it was to transfer money from his campaign account to his personal account to pay personal expenses, close to $109,000.
You sit there, as a lot of people do, you see bills mounting, you figure, how do I pay for the bills? And I did something very stupid. I transferred money from a campaign account for personal expenses, and it prevented me, in retrospect, from making the hard choices about me make choices, and people in Rhode Island make choices, get a different car, get a smaller house, make those choices. Yeah, I clearly was not thinking, and I think whether it's the pressure or whatever of dealing with a lot of situations, but again, I want to come out that, I mean, I did it. I just have to stand up, take responsibility from it, learn from it, be a better person.
And again, Fox sentenced to 3 years in federal prison. He'll have to report on July 7th. We still don't know where yet. That decision will be made by the Bureau of Prisons, and his attorney had asked the judge who granted it if he could be placed closer to Rhode Island, to be closer to his family and friends. He'll also be required to pay restitution, about $109,000 from that campaign account. He'll have to file new tax returns and pay interest and penalties on those taxes. He also lost his law license. I asked the former speaker outside of court today what he'll do when he gets out. He says he hasn't thought about it, but recently he's been teaching and mentoring kids and teaching them how to read. My colleague Katie Davis here now with more on the investigation here.
Well, Parker, we heard federal investigators say outside the courthouse that they had 2 goals during this investigation: remove Fox from office and send him to jail. And they accomplished both of those goals. But the U.S. attorney also left the door open for other possible investigations or prosecutions in the future. Peter Nerona said he will not comment on whether or not Gordon Fox cooperated or provided any useful information that might be used in other open investigations. But he did say if he could have charged Fox with any other federal crimes, he would have done so. Nerona also said he and Rhode Island Attorney General Peter Kilmartin will continue to investigate what he called other pieces of this case, and he said that includes the owners of the Shark Bar, who, as you'll remember, they are the businessmen accused of paying Fox that $52,000 bribe.
Conduct here was sufficient for us to achieve our aims. Those aims, as I said, were twofold. One was to remove him from office. The second was to send him to jail. He's gone, and he's going away. With respect to the transaction involving the Shark Bar, both my office and the Office of Attorney General Kilmartin are continuing to review that. We're not going to say more about that, obviously, because we're reviewing it, and we don't talk about ongoing investigations and ongoing reviews.
So as you heard there, Peter Nerona neither ruling it out or ruling it in that we could possibly see other charges or other investigations connected to Gordon Fox in the future, and not commenting on whether or not Fox provided any information not related directly to the charges against him. Frank, back to you.
Thank you, Katie. And